What's up, everybody? This is Sylvester Moore Eel, also known as your brother Tex Masan. This is another video for thctrust.org. First off, I want to tell everybody I am okay. I have been okay. I haven't been arrested or nobody has done anything to me. I've seen a lot of comments on the videos and people thinking that something has happened to me because I have been inactive for a while. Excuse the roosters in the background. I can't do anything about that. I'm in the Dominican Republic right now, where I'll probably be for indefinitely while I continue to work on projects and do different types of research. So what you see on the screen here is what a vacant and abandoned property looks like. Even myself included, when I first got into this study several years ago, my idea was of a vacant and abandoned property was a property that somebody was just foreclosed on and left the property. Really, I don't hold that to be the case. I mean, it still might be vacant and abandoned, but as far as doing acquisitions on property, I don't really advocate that you pursue a property where someone else has some form of an interest, meaning even if it's a bank. Not to say that it can't be done, not to say that you won't or some people will find success, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to really push or try to encourage people to do because I want you to have success. And I know that there are plenty of vacant and abandoned properties for different reasons. It'll be your task and duty to find these properties and then go through the methodologies or the ways necessary to be successful in your acquisition of the property. All of these properties, when they're vacant and abandoned, they just have issues that you need to resolve and remove. And there's always a way. That's the way you have to mentally think about it. These are just little issues that need to be resolved, and somebody with the aptitude and the patience to resolve these issues needs to step forward and do that, and that will be you. And at the end of the day, that can be very lucrative and successful. This is an ideal time for property acquisitions. There's a wealth turnover right now between generations. There are people from the baby boomer generation that have passed form and are passing form. Some of these people have no heirs, no family to pass their property to. Many of these properties are free of mortgages and they just fall into tax delinquency. They just fall into neglect. So this is a ideal opportunity if you do some diligence. Obviously, this can be very lucrative. Yes, there is ways that you can rent the properties out and sell the properties. All of those different nuances of what you're going to do with the property after you have title, or once you put the property in a trust that you have control over. These are things kind of beyond the scope of the guide. I don't mind, sharing my thoughts and information with you. After all, I do support the guide that I've written because I've been successful with the guide. Others have been successful. So I do support the guide. However, we are up to version 4 now, which is substantially different from Home for Free versions 1 through 3. 1 through 3 talk more about judicial processes and the method, of foreclosing a lien and using the judgment of the court to secure your possession of the property. What we're discussing now is completely non-judicial. I believe you will have much more success. More of your success or failure is in your court with the methodologies that we discuss now. So if you don't have the version 4, and especially if you didn't purchase this guide from me, if you got it from one of the various people on the internet that have been selling the guide without my permission, then you have to go to them and ask them for their support. The only way to get this guide is to get it directly from me. And like I said, I do support it. That doesn't mean I have all the answers, but I will share with you what it is that I know. I will share with you where I think you should direct your research or where you can go to find answers. And I'll just help you to the best that I can. I can't guarantee you any success, but the diligent people, you will find success. I have no doubt about that. So what you see on the screen here, this is my property, a property that I did an acquisition on. I put this property in trust. What happened at this particular property is just as I said earlier. Um, a couple ended up passing for them. They had no heirs. There were no mortgages against the property, and the property was just being neglected. And I went in and applied the methodologies that I discuss in the guide. In the guide, I include the notices and the forms that I use, any types of deeds and trust instruments that I record in the county to hold title to the property. All those templates are in there. There are some instances where you might have a unique circumstance and you need some type of document or you need some direction, something that I probably didn't cover in a guide. If it's something that I can help you with, again, I have no problem sharing my experience and information with you, even templates and guides. If I have something that could assist you, all you have to do is reach out to me if you have purchased this guide directly from me. As you can see in these pictures, you see all this mold on the walls and different things like that. Sometimes your property is going to be in a great state and none of that's going to be needed. And there's going to be other instances when you open the doors and there's all kind of stuff going on in there, which it may require that you have finances and funds because you're going to have to rehab the property. That was the case with this property. But this property had much more equity in it. There was much more gain to be realized. So I actually did put the finances in this property to bring it up to date. And that's what you're going to see here. For the end of this video, I'm just going to give you a present tour of the property of where it is right now. It's about, let's say, 95% done. As I said earlier, I'm in the Dominican Republic right now working on a property that I'm putting in trust. And of course, I'm not doing an acquisition on this property. I'm not familiar with the laws out here like that. So when I get back to Georgia, I'll put the finishing touches on this property and I'll figure out exactly what the trust that's holding title to this property is going to do with it. So yeah, yeah. What more can I really say? So while you're enjoying this tour of the property, at least at its present state, I'm still, thctrust.org is still active. I'll be more active on the email now because I'll be really here indefinitely. Things are a little bit slower in the Dominican Republic. It's kind of peaceful, so I have the opportunity to put more research in. Right now, next we're going to be dealing more with status correction. Well, actually, it's called status ascension now. So I'll be talking more about that in a coming video. I'm linked up with another organization so that we can bring what we knew as status correction to a whole nother level. A lot of different successes are going on. So we'll talk about that in the oncoming videos. But right now you see the bathroom. You've probably seen the earlier pictures of the bathroom. It was looking real disgusting in there. So everything is revamped and revised. Everything is looking good right now. The more experience you have with real estate, of course, that will be beneficial to you. If you've never done anything with real estate, recording deeds, selling a house, buying a house, it's going to be a more research curve for you. But I can direct you, where to research. I can give you my 2 cents, and I can definitely help you in knowing how to proceed safely. Make sure that you're covering all your bases so that you don't find yourself in any kind of trouble for trespassing or things like that. Don't even worry about that because just with the little diligence and research, you will be successful. There's no doubt about that. So thank you for watching the video. I'm going to get back in the lab and do some more research here. I am available. My contact information is below the video. Don't wait. Purchase the guide today. And you can do that via Cash App, cryptocurrency. You can reach me on Telegram. Type in My number 310-686-6787, and you should find me on Telegram, so you can shoot me a message there. But again, if you didn't get the guide from me, don't abuse my resources. Ask for the support of wherever you purchase the guide from. All right. Well, thank you, peace and love. And listen, I'm back. I'm back on it. So look forward to speaking and building with you guys real soon in the near future. Peace and love.